Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is another in a long line of mediocre Jurassic Park sequels that doesn't really do anything good or interesting, but it has dinosaurs.
Life finds a way.
So the one conclusion that I got from this film is that Colin Trevorrow should not be allowed to write a script ever again. That's it. He's done. He's had his chance. He wrote Book of Henry, and he shouldn't be able to write a script for anyone because it's bad. He is not a good script writer. I mean, even as a director, maybe he can be okay, but him and he's also working with Derek Connolly. They don't know how to write a script. I swear that there's a reason he didn't direct this. He was like, he had an idea for Jurassic World 1, and he had an idea for Jurassic World 3. You know, obviously Jurassic World 1 would be like a reboot of Jurassic Park, and everything would go wrong, and then in 3, all the dinosaurs would be out in the world. But he didn't know what to do for 2, so he hired some other director to do it. And, Jay Bayona, he's a horror film director, and he does okay. I mean, he directs competently, but I think really most of the flaws of the movie come down to the script. And because, I mean, again, you have Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and they're nothing to them. Like, the character, especially Chris Pratt, he is just Chris Pratt. Like, his character is a Mary Sue. And he can do anything that the script called him to do, he can do. And it's just... I mean, I love Chris Pratt, but, I mean, you have to give him something to do other than just be Chris Pratt. And, Bryce Dallas Howard, she was fine, but again, you don't know much about her character at all. At least now, it's funny. I swear, like, they look, like, everybody, okay, what did they complain about in the first movie? The high heels she was wearing the entire film, running around from dinosaurs, and never broke and never fell into never, like, stuck into the ground. Okay. So, when she comes out of the plane onto the island, we'll have her stomp her foot and show that she's wearing sensible boots. That will show them. And it's like, yep, they do exactly that. And then it's like, I mean, I think they're trying to be funny, but at the same time, it's like, almost kind of, I don't know, it's like kind of giving a middle finger to all the critics, like, fine, she's not wearing high heels anymore, you happy? You happy yet? And it's like, it's weird. They have some stuff, like, with Donald Trump, where, if you don't see it, like, where they're talking about, like, what, the news flash at the beginning, and there's, like, a scroll at the bottom saying, the president says that, do we even know that dinosaurs actually exist? And it's a lot of random things like that that are just weird. And the whole plot of the movie, like, the island that the original Jurassic World was filmed on has an active volcano, and for some reason they had a park on it. Like, why would you put a park on an active volcano? But whatever, now it's going to explode, and they want to try to save the dinosaurs. And, that's the plot of the first part of the film. And it feels like the worst part of this movie, I think, is that it just jumps. Like, it never gives it a time to just breathe in this world. And that's what, when you have a movie about dinosaurs, you want to get a chance to breathe in the world. And then, but, like, they get on the island, and then immediately the people that they're working for, like, betray them, and they get off the island. And it's like, you could have had, like, a whole movie there, but now you have, like, 10 minutes there. It's okay. Odd choice, but I respect it. And the weird thing is, too, is that some of the stuff, there's, like, a beautiful scene when they leave the island, a beautiful kind of haunting scene. But then a lot of the other movie is, like, a cartoon. And then again, they have, like, a violent scene, and they try to do, like a haunted house, but with a dinosaur. But then they have a cartoon. I wish that either the film went full cartoon, or went more serious. But when you're combining the two, it just feels out of place and weird. And it's just, but I mean, when you're watching it, it's kind of fun. Even though when something happens, your brain goes, "That's stupid," and like you're like, one of the other side of you is like, "Well, it's kind of cool. They're dinosaurs," and it's like your smart brain versus your just have enjoyment brain is trying to fight each other, and. I think, especially because there are too many wrong things about the movie. They introduce this brand new character played by Justice Smith, and he is like a tech guy that's working for Bryce Dallas Howard's company that are trying to save the dinosaurs. And they bring him along for some random reason to open doors. And he is the most annoying character ever. Like, he's just screaming at everything. Oh my god, oh no! It's like, is it a T-Rex? Oh no! And it gets so annoying that why would you have this character? Especially, spoiler alert, kinda, they don't kill him off. That's the thing, if you have annoying characters, except for the kids in Jurassic Park movies, you kill him off. But no, he gets to live. And there's also this really stupid thing where they have this, they also have this really stupid character played by Isabella Thurman. And she is like the little daughter of this guy we never heard about before, but he was apparently the partner of the original park owner, and John Hammond. And it's just so like, it's like they're trying to rewrite the original to put in characters to do in this one. And it's just kind of offensive to the original. Like, and it's stuff that they do, they rewrite what they need. They need something to happen, so they'll rewrite stuff about the original, like, essentially, it seems like Jurassic Park 2 and 3 never happened. But they never come out and say that it didn't happen. Like, it's kind of odd. But the stuff they do with her character is so frustrating. And, like, I know they think they have to have a kid character because all the movies have it. And this is the kid character. But the stuff they do with her is just so random. And especially stuff later in the movie, I won't spoil it, but there's no point to it. Like, if you do it, do something interesting with it. But what they do with it is just stupid. And I mean, like, I won't spoil, but it's just stupid. And, they have this whole thing where the guy that's, I think, Rafe Spall, the guy who's kind of running the company for this rich guy, he wants to, sell all the dinosaurs on the black market. And we have this long black market scene where they're like in the auction scene, and it's so random, and it doesn't make sense too. But it's like a dinosaur, last of its kind. All the others died on the island. How much for it? $2 million sold to the random evil Russian guy, and it's like it's weird. Like, it's so many of these characters are so arch. And the money doesn't make any sense. Like, towards the end, towards the end of the auction, they sold off a bunch of dinosaurs and only made like $100 million. And it's like, this movie cost at least twice more than that. And these are all fake dinosaurs. But I mean, it's just stupid. It's just, again, poor writing. Like, so much of this movie can be put down to the poor writing. And I wouldn't recommend it. But at the same time, if you're going to see it, probably the best place to see it is the movie theater. So, I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's not, like, horrible. I'd probably give it, like, a 6.5 out of 10, just because I love Jurassic Park, and it just kind of, every time a movie comes out, like, I kind of like the last one just because it was more cartoony and it didn't be too serious with it. And this one still had the cartoony stuff, but tried to be more serious stuff too. And again, they had all more stuff about the Indoraptor, so it's like more genetic modification of dinosaurs. It's just, I don't know. When I came out of it, I disliked this one a lot more than I disliked Jurassic World. And yeah, I wouldn't highly recommend it, but again, it is an experience that you can watch in this big screen, so I don't know. But thanks for watching, and check out the playlist on my head or subscribe to me over there. Thanks.